Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Ryan. I'm a full-time reseller on sites like eBay and Poshmark. Today was half off day at Salvation Army in my area, and I just wanted to kind of show some of the things I picked up. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to catch more content like this. First thing we have is a Southern Tide Time to Trail. This might be kind of hard, it's a small tag. Picked it up for $4. Nice little quarter zip. Quarter zips are kind of in style right now on a lot of things, so definitely keep an eye out for some good quarter zips. This next thing is just a plain black Nike quarter zip. Picked it up for $4. That I probably spent a little too much on, but I think it's okay. Now I grabbed a bunch of these and I'll show them throughout the video, but these are some made in the USA, but they're like they just say Oilers. And I don't know if it was for a baseball team around here or a local high school or something like that. But we also, in my area, have a team called the Tulsa Oilers, which is a professional or minor league hockey team. They are actually one of the oldest surviving hockey teams in the United States. So there's a fun fact for you. So I doubt that's for them, but I've seen the Oilers. There are, I think, a couple high schools around here that use Oilers as their mascot, but really cool item. Honestly, I might even be able to sell it to someone locally that just likes it because of Tulsa Oilers, because they do use that same color scheme. Might as well grab another one. Here's a big one, more for adult. Actually, if one of my size, I might keep it because I just think it's really cool. But I picked those up for $4 a piece. They're all made in the USA. Here's another one. This one's number 42. And yeah, I just picked up 4 of them. So glad I was able to find them all back to back. Another Oilers, just really cool. I just love the lettering and everything about them. Next thing is just another Nike quarter zip. This is the Dry Fit Advanced though, which does sometimes a little better. So that one's $4 as well. Next thing, I was supposed to, my cart was full and I was trying to hurry to the next location, but this is a Jimmy Connors by Slaw Zincher. If that will pick up for you. But just really cool quarter zip. No, it's a full zip. Full zip. Just really liked it. Was it made in USA? I bet it was. It's either USA or China. Nope, Singapore. Really cool though. I was supposed to look it up. I did not look it up though. So definitely look up your items before you purchase them. This is just a fairway in green Italian merino jacket. No, quarter zip once again. It does have a local club that's around me, but it is such a simple logo that it can kind of sell wherever. Got that for $4. I got this Polo Golf Ralph Lauren. It is a size small, but it's a quarter zip, and it does have Pebble Beach, which that is a pretty popular golf course. Is there a hole in it? There is a hole. I just noticed that seeing it on screen. So I guess there's some holes in it. That's a bummer, but picked that up for $3. We'll definitely make sure we note that in the listing. Always look over your items before you purchase them. I didn't this time because I was trying to hurry to the next location. This is just a Nike large, just sweater, green. Picked it up for $4. This is a forged. I've actually sold this brand in the past. It does pretty well. It's like a military kind of brand. This is just a Henley. Picked that up for $2. Picked up this LL Bean, just traditional fit. So I don't usually just pick up regular LL Bean. The reason I picked this one up is because there was another one with it. Another L bean, same size, and I'm gonna bundle these. So when I pick these up, I usually sell them as a bundle. Pick them up for both $4 a piece, so $8, and we'll probably sell it for where I can make that $20 profit that I shoot for. Here is an old Marlboro. I've actually never seen that, but it was new with tags too. So I thought that was cool. Marlboro button up, just plain black. There's nowhere else on it that says Marlboro except just the tag. Here is Ralph Lauren, just size large, nothing fancy. Pink with a pony. I don't really pick up anything that doesn't have a pony. I will say that with Ralph Lauren, but Ralph Lauren's so oversaturated. This was a J. Crew Thompson women's 36R. It was brand new with tags. Originally $298, it was discounted to $239. So I figured for $4, I'd give it a try. It is a seersucker too. I believe, yeah, it's a women's blazer. This is a Tory Richard, made in the USA. I don't really pick up a lot of Tory Richard unless it's got something fancy, but they do great when I sell lots on Poshmark. Another thing more for Poshmark when I do lots, this is a Tommy Bahama. It is just a plain yellow. Nothing, I don't really pick this up unless I kind of have in mind that it's going to go in a bundle, but I'll list it separately. It does have some embroidery, if you can see that. Here's another Tommy Bahama. I could lot them together, they are the same size. It does kind of have that embroidery as well. It's just brown, nothing too fancy. Here is a Ralph Lauren with the flesh pony, size medium, yellow. Picked that up for $3. A lot of the short sleeves are $3. Here is a Saint Laurent. It is kind of a pinkish color, but I picked this up because I picked up another one as well. It's probably in a different bag, but I plan on bundling them together because they are the same size. Next thing, this is an ORU quarter zip. The brand's not really important on this one. ORU is a local college around me. I do pretty well with it. Here's another ORU, just polo. Once again, not an important brand. It's just a sport tech. This is a Port Authority polo. Once again, it has the logo for ORU. And lastly, this is a Columbia quarter zip. That is ORU. This one will probably sell better than the other ORU. This is a Dunning Golf. This is inside out. I think it's inside out, or maybe not. Dunning Golf quarter zip, just kind of a peach color or beige color. Here is a kids polo Ralph Lauren hoodie. It does have a large pony on it. Pick that up for $2. This is an Eddie Bauer 2XL. I usually don't pick up a lot of just regular Eddie Bauer unless it is usually a tall, or obviously Trevex or First Ascent are ones to look out for, or Downs. So this was $4, but it did have some nylon and wool blend. I just thought these were interesting. These are some Izod saltwater, just some pants, but on them you have like a little pointer dog all over them. Thought that was interesting. Picked them up for $4. Here is a Peter Millar Summer Comfort. It did have an embroidery of the Williams Company, which is a local gas company around me, but it's just this plain gray. These are some Empire, just brown pants. It's a skater brand. The newer stuff doesn't sell too well, Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends. So pick those up for $3. Figured I'd take a chance. These are some Under Armour Storm. They are a 34-34. Great condition. Just all black. Once again, I try to look for things that usually say something then something else. So Eddie Bauer First Ascent, Under Armour Storm, or something like that along those lines. That's what the biggest key for me is, like, if it says something, then it says something else. These are some RevTown. I've never picked up this brand before. The sell-through was kind of all over the place, but for $5 I figured I'd try them out because they were in excellent condition. Here is some Ariat M2 Relax Cut jeans. Picked those up for $5. These did have some wear right here, which kind of worried me. So I'll make sure to note that in the listing. These are some Ariat M5s. These are actually my size. So I don't really wear this. I wear more Levi's than anything. Picked them up for $5. These are some Rock 47 boot cut. I don't really pick up this brand too often either, but when I look through the jeans, I try to see if I can find this like heavy duty embroidery, or I look at the bottom of the legging and see if it's a boot cut. Once again, sadly skinny jeans are out. I used to wear skinny jeans all the time. I used to wear them all different colors back in the day. It wasn't a phase, Mom. Maybe it was, I don't know. Now I'll wear straight jeans. These are some Levi 512s. These were my size. I think I was wanting to keep these. These are like basically brand new. So it's a nice dark wash. I might list them. We'll see. They look like a straight skinny maybe. Picked up this Ralph Lauren 2XL tee. That's what I always like to look for, big or tall. This is just some gingham check shirt. It's kind of a gray or black and white. Those do well. Here is a Ralph Lauren. I don't like picking up like when they give the neck sizes. I don't know why. I don't do well with them. Other people might, but I don't. This is a 1632 by 33 Yarmouth. I don't know. I picked it up though. I shouldn't have, because I don't do good with them. It's got to actually large or bigger than that, and it's got to have the pony is usually my rule. And I went against that rule because we were supposed to get a snowstorm this weekend, and I was wanting to prepare myself to make sure I have items available to post, just in case I kind of get snowed in. This is a Envoy, but it is like a wool material, repurposed wool and nylon. Picked it up for $4. It is brand new with tags, so I was like, why not? Here we go. Here's some cinch. Cinch does all right. All of a sudden, I'll sell a bunch of cinch, and then I'll sit on a bunch of cinch. It just all depends. But nice colors. This is a Brooks Brother Merino. Where is it made? That's Malaysia. But nice print on it. Long sleeves I use to pick up for $4. This is a Wrangler George Strait. I usually don't pick up a lot of Wrangler George Strait unless it's button snap or something or crazy print. This has a nice print on it, so that's why I went with it. So it's just orange, geometric. Here is a Wrangler Western shirt. It is a snap shirt. So that's one reason I picked it up. And because they marked it only at $3, or half off is $3. Here's another cinch. This one I could already tell because of the collar. It is going to be a flip cuff. So flip cuffs do a lot better with cinch, and that's one thing I look for. Picked that up for $4. Here is a Ralph Lauren size medium. I don't really like mediums, but I pick them up anyways. I don't know why. And this does have the pony right there. Picked it up for $4. I think I just got nervous because of this possible storm. This is an Eddie Bauer. This is kind of an older one. It is a jacket. Thought it was cool and interesting, so hopefully that works. Usually something like this sometimes goes in a bundle. It did have these vent holes for armpits, so I look for things like that. Here is a Ralph Lauren 2XL, just simple blue. That one's been starched. Here's that Saint Laurent. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but that's one that I'm going to be bundling with that other one. Here is a Cutter and Buck 3XLT. It is for the PGA 2022 Southern Hills that was here. I just noticed on the back it did have a little stain spot, so we'll have to clean that, which we will clean all these anyways. Here is a Nike Golf Tour Performance, just nice stripes. I'm already selling polos and things like that. I think people getting ready for that spring weather coming up. Here's a Peter Millar Seaside. Some nice geometric print on it. It did have an embroidery. I've never heard of this, but it is a Broadmoor. The Broadmoor. I don't really like picking up a lot of Peter Millar stuff that is embroidered, unless it is like Southern Hills is a popular one around me. Sometimes I can get Sea Island, things like that. Look for popular golf courses. Here's another Tory Richard, just a nice print on it. $3. Here is another, or this is going to be a Peter Millar Summer Comfort. It's a geometric print. This is a local golf course around me, the Oaks. I thought this was super cool. I don't know if this is authentic or what, but look at this. It is DuPont, the Rainbow Warrior pretty much, automotive finish, but it has like this tag on the back. So was that Kendrick Motors? Like, is this an authentic? Like it's single stitch, if that's how it works on these kind. I don't know if it does. But this is older. You can kind of still smell. Oh, look at that. Look at that. 24. Jeff Gordon. If you watch NASCAR. There we got Nike Golf Standard Fit. Yeah. Just striped. This is a Fair? I don't know. I thought it was a cool all over print of golf bags. That's why I picked it up. Here is a Cutter and Buck. It says Cavaliers. So I'm going to assume that is for Virginia Cavaliers, or that's what I'm going to list it as. Here is a Buckle Black. I don't really pick up Buckle Black, but I just thought this was unique because spring is right around the corner. That's $3. This was a Nike Golf Southern Hills. Popular golf course around me. There is a Wrangler's Western shirt. Thought that was a very interesting pattern. Move that a little closer to me. This was just an Under Armour size large quarter zip. Like I said, quarter zips for some reason are selling good. Here is a women's item. This is a J. Crew size 8 skirt. What did I pick that up for? $3. Here is a vintage Adidas windbreaker. I'm telling you, the wind did not stand a chance in the 90s. The wind did not stand a chance. Or the 80s. 511 tactical vest. Thought that was interesting. It did have embroidery Spears Point group on it, but it's such a cool, it was a nice logo. So usually with hunting gear, people don't really mind too much, as long as it's kind of themed towards it. As someone that used to be in the Army, it's an Army jacket, pretty cool. Mine doesn't fit me anymore. It was a size large. I could fit this one. I've gained a lot of weight since my Army days. All right, we got one little stack left, and we'll get into that. It's mainly jackets. This is a loin? I don't know. This is an older tag. I don't know if the camera will want to pick that up. It is kind of worn off, but the outside looks just great. It is a snap. It is quilted on the inside. Got a hood. What did we pick that up for? $4. I was like, yeah, we'll try it out. I think it was made in the USA. Yes, made in the USA. So it is kind of in vintage. Here is a Mark New York, Mark Andrew or Andrew Mark. It is a large leather jacket. Picked it up for, what is that, $6.50? But it is all that faux fur on the inside. Stay up there. This was an interesting piece. This is a old school puffer. It is a smaller size, but it says "Go Big Red, Nebraska." Picked that up for, oh, that was $5. For some reason, I thought I was only $2. It's okay though. Let's see. We picked up. This was a, what is it? Game hide. I like picking up Western and hunting gear, things like that, because it is abundant around me. Picked this up for $5. It's a nice camo jacket. I think it's my size. I have to keep that. Just kidding. We'll see how it sells first. This is L. Bean. This was the, was this made in USA? Made in USA men's tall. Nice shirt. Soft, really soft. Oh, here's another Mark Andrews leather jacket. This one for $6.50 as well. And let's see, we got 3 more left. I've never seen this, but Gymshark. That fell. Gymshark has a flannel. It says Gymshark on the back right here. Picked that up for $4. My stack fell. Last 2 items. This, I looked up the logo and there were some sales here and there. This is for $4. It's a nice vest. It's for Alaskan Princess Cruises. A cool little jacket. Probably paid too much on that one. And the last thing, which I kept looking for, there's another reseller in my area, And when we first met, it was by the Blazers, and she's like, if you find a Polo Ralph Lauren gold button blazer, let me know, and just kind of joking. And I even told her, if I find it, I will probably just give it to you because that's my first impression of you. And sure enough, I seen her this morning there, and sure enough, I found that that Polo Ralph, I mean, this is a Polo University club, so it's an older one, but it is a Polo gold button, and I looked all over the store for her, and she must have left like maybe 10 minutes before I found this. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I finally found kind of what she was looking for, and she left early. So I'm gonna probably hold on to this to see if I can bump into her again. I usually run into her on like Wednesdays and Fridays. So if I can find her, I'm gonna give her this jacket. It was $5. It is made in the USA. It is a lovely jacket. So hopefully I can give this to her just to kind of complete that story. She is an awesome reseller. She does Whatnot, and that's all she does is what she picks up. She does like a show on Saturdays. If I can remember, I can't remember the name, but I'll see if I can post it if I can remember it. But that is the last item out of this haul. I spent $253 on all this. $253. That's not a whole lot, but that is a crazy amount at one place. So if you like this video, once again, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment maybe one of your favorite items, and have a great week, as this is the middle of the week. Subscribe if you want to catch more content like this. We'll see you next time. Bye.